But first, before we move on, let's check the microfarad rating on this one we took out and seen that had a broke lead on it. Let's just check it and see what it is. Put that probe on that one, put that probe up yonder, and we've got a 0.47 microfarads. 48, 47 toggles back and forth. So I would say a good choice even on the condenser if you went up to, and there is a lot of condensers available in the 0.47 microfarad rating available at 630 volts, maybe 1,000 volts, something like that. Would be a good choice. And I'm going to show you something. The caution, hey, heads up. The caution is do not, just categorically, do not use any Loctite on these bolts right here. Loctite is not needed. Don't put none on there. Just do not use Loctite indiscriminately. There's very few cases in the shop that you will require Loctite. When it is required, it's what to use, but just don't use Loctite discriminately. And the point is this right here is assembled tight when you get it. It's right out of the bag. That's where you get it. Okay, and you can see there that top nut here it's actually not enough threads already on it. It's like 1.5. It's like one thread too short, like this. Okay, when you put it in that point tare, the thickness of that metal right there goes right in here. When you add that thickness in there, then you do not have enough threads left on there to put this back together with that lock washer in there. Okay, but the thing of it is, if you leave the lock washer out, then it will not work itself loose. It just, once you tighten it up, it's good to go. No Loctite needed. And the other part of that, and I kind of anticipated a comment or two in the matter. These don't come with a spring. You have to use your spring. And they do not come with a lock washer here. This little lock washer right here, you don't get that. And that's actually, that lock washer there is needed. That way you do not have to tighten this up. When you adjust them, if you've got the lock washer in there, then you don't have to tighten those two excessively to hold them together. So you do need a lock washer there. And I left it out when I laid those parts out the other day. I left that lock washer out of both them, both things, and I didn't get nobody called me on it. I kind of questioned, are you paying attention? Leave a comment. And this thing right here is what you get in this. It's it's not good. I've said that before, but it's actually better than nothing. But they put this thing here in there. And I'm not spending too much time on this. Believe me, I'm not, because you're going to have this thing there. Well, most everybody puts it together with the spring. Let's get one of them off of there. This is the one we're going to use it on. And if you remember, I put this together the other day, and I actually put it together wrong, and there were no feedback. I kind of wonder why. But when I put this together, the way that I installed that was, I'm going to show it to you again, maybe 3 times. Seems like it's required. When I put this together the other day, you remember I put this right up in here. See, that's too big for that one right there even. I shouldn't even go to the trouble to do it. It's kind of useless. I'm not going to say where they made the thing at, But I'd put that on the bottom like that. Actually, it won't go in the top. I'll show it to you. Because it's too big, see, there's no room there. So I had put it in the bottom for the simple reason that, we'll get to it. The simple reason that the hole right here is worn out. It's almost to the point where the head of that screw will go through there. A little bit more and it will. So what's going to be required is for me to have a washer goes like this on this bottom part down here. But that needs to be free to move around so it can align itself with that point tear. So what I've elected to do is to put a thin, very thin flat washer on the bottom. So that will fix that back again. And then on the top, there's two, you will find both of these in an EK Mag. A wide flanged spring alignment washer and a NAR spring. You will find both of those. So and I was lucky to have both of them. So in this one, I'm going to put the large one up there because this is worn out down here. And there's other ways I could braze that up, drill a new hole. I could weld it, drill a new hole. There's 2 or 3 ways I could fix that. It just so happened that this right here is equally as good as any other way. And then you put that on there like that, and the spring will go on here, and that shoulder on this lines your spring up to keep it straight. Won't pull your points sideways. Yeah, it looks real good right there. And the lock washer goes right here. Put that lock washer on there. Okay, now you put your spring on there. See that lock washer will not work with that spring. We'll have to have a different lock washer. Now, this lock washer right here is fairly small, but it would not work on these on the new ones or the old one. You have to have the correct lock washer. You see how skinny it is? Now don't be fooling around with that thing and lose it. Get it up on there. Get that thing up on there before you lose it. Get it captured. Now the spring will go on there. And goes on there like that. Now the way you set that, let's clear the bench. Get this over here because this is really important, as this Magneto is going to be used on an engine with a Type 1 trip mechanism. The points needs to be set at 1/16 of an inch distance.